Hi, I heard about this chair.
So you've had a pretty good August.
Yeah, it should be like a celebration month for me.
The stage is clear. What a golf shot.
She's got another.
You couldn't ride it. Throws her hat right in amongst them again. They're not going down without a fight, are they?
She is unbelievable.
Cometh the hour.
She has hit the shot in the moment.
That's what champions do.
On the east coast of Scotland, you'll find St Andrews, a golfing paradise.
St Andrews, the home of golf. This is one of my favorite places in all of the world. It is such a special place for every golf fan, the rich history.
Legends have been etched into golfing folklore on these links for over a century.
It made me feel normal again because everybody was wearing golf shoes walking down the street.
A total of 21 venues have been used for the AIG Women's Open since its inception in 1976. But none is more revered than this natural coastal masterpiece in the Kingdom of Fife.
I now realize why so many people want to come and play this golf course. I think when I was younger, I didn't really understand that. I think there were nerves on the first and 18th hole just because I know, how historic and special this place is.
It's been 11 years since the last AIG Women's Open was played here, when Stacey Lewis grabbed the trophy following an iconic approach into the road hole. And a lot has changed since then.
We have an exciting, rising crop of great golfers. It's a really exciting time in the game, not only with the players, but the investment, and I think fans and people around the world, golf fans, are starting to pick up on that, and you can feel that excitement.
With the world's best arriving in St Andrews, all eyes turn to the world number one. But Nelly Korda has yet to sparkle in the links environment. Her best AIG Women's Open finish was tied 9th in 2019 on the inland Marquis course at Woburn.
I think that's just life in general, or, sports. You're never gonna just shoot straight up. You're gonna go up, you're gonna go down. And now, compared to the start of the year, obviously, I've had some finishes that weren't the best, but at the end of the day, I'm still learning and I'm still getting better from it.
To win an Open Championship at the Old Course, it just is something so special. And I think for Nelly Korda, her being able to cap what has been already an awesome 2024 season with a win here at the Old Course would just be unbelievable.
What I'm excited for is we finally get Lydia Ko and Nelly Korda together in an event, both fit, both healthy.
It's been a year since Lydia Ko stormed to victory at Walton Heath, moving to the top of the Rolex rankings in the process. She arrived at the home of golf as world number 2 and looking to become the first woman to defend her title since Yani Seng in 2011.
I think I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to defend a title. I mean, it's a new week at a new golf course, and I'm just gonna show up to the tournament the same way I do every single time. And people think like, oh, I'm defending something. It feels like you have something to lose. But when you start fresh at the beginning of the tournament, you haven't won the tournament yet. So I think I'm gonna stick to that kind of mindset that I have.
Drawing a lot from the home crowd support will be Charlie Hull. The fan favourite was runner-up at Walton Heath last year and has some experience of a St Andrews Championship, playing as a 17-year-old in her rookie professional season.
She is one of the most fun people on and off the course to follow. She just plays with such a swagger and such a confidence. She just draws people in, and I think it's a real magnetic personality, and she'll have a great opportunity this week, potentially her first major championship.
I do find St Andrews actually a harder links for me, not necessarily because it's super tough, but because the lines on the fairways, like it just looks very open, so it's quite hard to pick a point in the distance. But usually I like them really tight, like fairways. I think out here you've got to be very focused on your point and your target.
Coming into form at the right time, two-time major champion Lydia Ko won gold at the Olympics in Paris just 2 weeks before arriving in St Andrews. The 27-year-old shared the Smith Salver for the Low Amateur in 2013, the last time the AIG Women's Open was played here.
Excited to come back to a golf course that I played before. I must say I don't have a lot of memory. I think I was just trying to survive the wind and the conditions at the time. But yeah, it's great to be here, and yeah, I'm excited for this week to get going.
Good morning from St Andrews. 144 players chasing one dream, to become the champion of this prestigious event, the final major of the year.
With the wind whipping off the North Sea, the tournament got underway on Thursday morning, IK Kim hitting the opening tee shot in front of the iconic R&A clubhouse. With gusts over 50 miles per hour forecast, it was a true test on the links of St Andrews.
So anytime you come to the Old Course, we're here in Scotland, you know weather is going to play a key role in this championship. And Thursday morning, it was prototypical Scottish conditions. It was blustery, it was gray, it was spitting rain, very difficult golfing conditions. But Ronning Yin, a young Chinese woman, a major champion in her own right, she shot an unbelievable round. At one point, she was 6 under par. She finished 4 under par.
Well, she birdied 3, she birdied 4. Here she is, Christina, at 5.
Yeah, and you can see in the background the winds are absolutely whipping.
She did drop a shot at 6, but here she is at the dogleg 7th hole.
Yeah, just in the rough. She's got to let this release up the green, and she's played another absolute pearler, a beauty.
The winner of last year's KPMG Women's PGA at Bolters Roll.
Also out early was Georgia Hall. Starting on the back nine, the 2018 champion had a steady opening round and was 1 over par heading down her 18th hole.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's an absolute pearler, that is. Go on. That's got plenty on it, hasn't it? My word. Oh no, just for a second there I thought that... Oh, it is on the green. I was right. Jeepers creepers. What a beauty that is. Oh, we've not seen anything yet like that.
A favourite event of the year, and it's an eagle finish for the 2018 Women's Open champion Georgia Hall.
With the afternoon wave teeing off, it was time for the marquee group to get underway.
The conditions did not get easy, but they did lessen just a bit. The wind, settled, the rain went away, and they went out in the afternoon, and rarely does a star-studded group like that, rarely do you see all 3 players play very well, but that's what they did.
Lydia Vu's title defence got off to a stunning start as she rolled one in from 60 feet on the first.
Imagine being defending champion, you've got to be nervous, and then she rocks in a 60-foot putt.
The crowds were treated to a feast of world-class golf, the 3-ball defying the brutal Scottish wind to be a combined 12 under par. It was a 69 for Vu, turning in 33, coming home in 36.
Fantastic.
Put those 3 together, and one might fall away, but they all just looked like they were having a 3-ball with their mates in brutal conditions, but embracing it, and quite often you can help each other out in those circumstances, and you can almost fight against the conditions together.
Nelly Korda signed for a 68, 5 birdies and a solitary bogey for the world number 1, including a birdie finish.
Well, Paddy Tavatanikit hit a cracker in there, but that's better. Absolutely superb.
Yeah, I'm sure when, you're all kind of playing well, the momentum's kind of up, and Charlie and Lilia played really great, and I think overall we had just a really good day, and hopefully, the crowd enjoyed it as much as we did. There's something fun about playing in these conditions too. Not that I would do it every single time, but there's just like a different creative side to it, which I enjoy.
But leading the way on day one was Charlie Hull, a back nine 32, propelling her to the top of the leaderboard on her own at 5 under par.
They all did it in their different ways, but all three of them managing to get in under par was some effort, and it was a delight to watch them.
There were plenty of other players in red figures too. Patti Tavatanakit with a 3 under 69 to sit just a couple back. Andrea Lee dropped just one shot and would join the large group at 3 under. Two-time champion Jie Shin also carded an under par round in the afternoon. She would sign for a 71. It was a 71 for Lydia Ko as well, a steady opening round for the Olympic champion. 2 bogeys, 3 birdies, and a 1 under total.
I think it was so windy that it actually made it past frustration and you started laughing. I was telling Paul, my caddy, today that I hadn't seen a wedge shot that was hit solid go so far sideways that now I had like a 60-footer for my next putt. And normally I'd be pretty upset, but here all you can do is laugh.
The amateurs also had a good day on the links. 3 of the field's 5 amateurs would finish at level par, including world number 1, Lottie Woad. And it was the same score for the 2022 champion, Ashley Buhai, who also got into the clubhouse with a 72. Day 2 and the high winds remained, together with some early morning drizzle. All eyes were on the marquee group, who teed off just before 8 a.m.
The excitement, having watched all 3 of those players play very well on Thursday, you wonder, can they keep it up on Friday? What are we in store for?
Starting on the back nine, Nelly Korda jumped out of the pack with a bogey-free 68. Once again, she would birdie both 17 and 18, turning in 34. Korda then gained 2 more shots, including 1 on her final hole, to get into the clubhouse at 8 under.
I think when the conditions are a little tougher, expectations in golf, in a sense, normal golf is thrown out the window and you're just trying to play the wind.
It was a steadier round for the defending champion, a 2 under 70 for Lydia Ko, who would end the day 3 shots behind Korda at 5 under. Of the trio, it was Charlie Hull who found herself losing ground. She turned in 38 after struggling on the greens and wouldn't make a birdie until the 5th, her 14th hole. It was a level par 72 for the Englishwoman, although she did pick up a closing birdie to limit the damage.
I actually felt like I hit it just as good as yesterday. I just missed, I think I missed 3 or 4 foot putts. Yeah, I didn't feel like I putted quite as good, but I felt like I struggled with the pace today. I felt that the greens were a little bit slower. I left good 5-6 shots out there today. I had 36 putts today.
There were other big moves in the morning. Ashley Buhai went out in 31, and although a back nine 38 set her back, it was a 3 under 69 for the South African. And there was also another solid round from Jie Shin, a pair of 71s to move to 2 under at the halfway stage. With the breeze freshening, the afternoon wave teed off.
There's going to be some birdies in this group today. They're going to play well, I've got a feeling.
Moving into a share of second place already.
With the world's best chasing birdies, St Andrews would often show its teeth. But 2 of the rounds of the afternoon came from the amateurs, with 4 of the 5 who started the week making the cut, the joint most since 2007. Sweden's Louise Rundqvist would put together a brilliant bogey-free 67, lifting her to 3 under for the championship. World number 1, amateur Lottie Woad, had another good afternoon, a 2 under 70 after her opening 72, leaving her well positioned heading into the weekend. After a superb 68 on Thursday, Ronnie Yin could only manage a level par 72 in round 2. Georgia Hall got herself to 2 under on the front 9, but a double bogey followed on the road hole, and it was only a 72 for the 2018 champion. It was the same score for another past winner, Arya Jatanagarn, following up her level par opening round with another on Friday. Lexi Thompson, potentially playing in her last AIG Women's Open, was in a battle to make the cut. With just 2 holes to play, she looked to be safely through to the weekend, but the infamous road hole captured another victim.
Oh no, it's gone for a pint. It's in the jigger. Lexi, 4th shot, needs to still stay focused. If she can pop this on the green, knock it in.
What heart from Lexi Thompson.
Fabulous. Come on, this would be one of the bravest bogeys you've ever seen in your life. Well done, Lexi.
That's tremendous. That is guts personified, that is. Her second shot. Oh, she's perfect for this. She usually gets so much spin on these. Huge divot. And she just pitched it a little bit oh, look at this. Wow. Now that is a bit tasty. Come on, keep it up the left side. Hit it, hit it. Oh, you beauty.
2009 champion Katrina Matthew did say farewell to the championship.
So we tip our cap to you, Katrina Matthew. As she stands on the Swilcan Bridge, we say thank you. You have done the Saltire proud.
She doesn't want to be in the spotlight, she just wants to get on with things. Such a testament to her as a person that everybody just loves Katrina.
Bowing out with one last crowd pleaser on 18.
Absolutely brilliant. The only birdie of the week comes there in the moment that you probably want it the most.
I thought my one little wave was enough. Yeah, it was great walking up the last, and to finish with a birdie, you know, I couldn't have scripted it any better.
The weekend has arrived at the AIG Women's Open. The setting, well, look at that, absolutely ideal. The leaderboard, well, that's mouth-watering too.
Saturday, moving day, and we had weather, we had an excellent golf course. Really as good of a leaderboard, as good of a storyline as anybody could have hoped for, heading into, again, a fantastic weekend at the home of golf. It's just every element is coming together to make this a terrific championship.
Leona Maguire made light work of the front nine, a trio of birdies to turn in 33. Lottie Wood started strong, the world #1 amateur looking to put herself back in front in the race for the Smith Salver. Alexa Pano also made a jump, birdieing the 5th to move into red figures for the championship. Gino Titakun got herself back into the chasing pack with a pair of birdies on the front nine. But making the biggest move was Jie Shin. The 2-time champion meant business. After a birdie on the first, she repeated the trick on the second.
Look out, everyone.
Back on the first, the leaders were prepared to tee off.
On the tee from the USA, the defending champion, Lydia Ko.
The world #2 looking to chase down the world #1.
That is on an absolute string as well.
This would be a really good putt to make and a really bad one to miss for Nelly.
And it wasn't the start Korda wanted. A long-range birdie putt raced by and a short par putt missed. That was only her second bogey of the week, but she would make another on the next, and the chasing pack were now just a shot adrift. That opened the door to the group behind, Charlie Hull taking advantage and joining the lead. It wouldn't last long, the world #1 bouncing back on 3.
Can't knock her down for long. Back in the lead as well.
Moving day was hotting up early. After a slow start, Ronnie Yin made back-to-back birdies on 7 and 8, but a poor day on the greens would result in a 73 and a drop down the leaderboard. And Charlie Hull's quest for her first major title took a severe dent on the 5th. Bunker trouble off the tee, and this is a putt for bogey. Jie Shin, however, was a woman on a mission as she approached the turn.
What a shot that is. A beauty.
Chance to get another one there at 8, and suddenly she'll be within 2 of the lead.
But just when the chasing pack smelled blood, Korda kept herself out of arm's reach. A lag putt on a long-range eagle chance would give her a 2-shot cushion once again. Meanwhile, Lydia Ko was going about her round quietly. 6 straight pars before reaching the par 4 7th.
And I will say Saturday, with the direction of the wind, the front 9 playing much easier as it's downwind, and then the women make the turn, and you start heading back in towards town, into St. Andrews, into the teeth of the wind. And that stretch really beginning with hole 11, the tricky par 3, all the way through 17 was just a very, very difficult stretch of golf.
The championship had been blown wide open. The 4 atop the leaderboard had all tasted major glory and the top spot in the world rankings. The crowds buckled in for a roller coaster of an ending. Jie Shin had the bit between the teeth approaching the 12th.
All of her experience, all of her composure was on full display. She made 7 birdies on Saturday. Unbelievable.
She's won over 60 times. She's just a dominant force across the entire world. Yeah, she played well last year. I think she came 3rd last year at Walton Heath. So was somebody that goes under the radar because of where she plays. But I think Lydia said it well. She's just a dominant force that us in the golf world know about, and now the rest of the fans have started to know about. Because look, we do have a lot of new fans, don't we, to the women's game, maybe on the last couple of years, that will look at that leaderboard and say, oh, well, who's that? But yeah, the players know, trust me.
She was now within 2, and joining her at 7 under was Lydia Ko. After her first bogey of the day on 11, Lydia Ko bounced back on the 13th.
Everything was right for that one. Sounded great.
Vu's putter had been rock solid all week, but it deserted her at a crucial time, a costly double on the 13th. Korda 2 dropped back, a pair of bogeys on 12 and 13, reducing her lead to 1. The race for the Smith Salver was wide open after a tough day for Louise Rundquist, and Lottie Woad produced a moment of magic on 18 after a birdieless afternoon.
What a beautiful way to finish. Amazing.
Well, that was a thrill for us. It's a thrill for her as well. Lottie Woad is going to remember that second shot at 18 at the home of golf.
And Alexa Pano dropped just 1 shot en route to a 69 that saw her jump inside the top 10. Jenny Shin went quietly about her business, a solitary birdie on both 9s, no dropped shots, and a 2 under 70 to put herself right in the mix. Jie Shin, however, was more than in contention. She moved into a share of the lead, producing a moment of magic on the infamous road hole.
There's only been 1 birdie here today. I'm going to suggest we might get number 2.
They have a 205 yard to the pin. I hit a 20-degree hybrid. I couldn't see it where ball finished because my height. I couldn't see it. And then when I come up to the 17, like to the hole, like, wow, so close.
For an 8th birdie of the day and the solo lead.
Well, not to be. That's a fabulous round of golf, really is, and she is bang in contention.
Well, you can see there are a lot of wind out there, so I try to be more friendly with the wind, and they are nice to me today. So I make the good score. Yeah, now I can relax.
With Shin moving forwards, others went back. Charlie Hull slipped to 3 over for the day, denting her hopes significantly. Ronnie Yin's putter was cold all day, and she too was almost out of the race.
Oh, and another one. She's really missed a few in the last on this inward 9.
Lydia Ko still lurked ominously though, birdieing 16.
She's within 3.
I think I slowly climbed up the leaderboard day by day, but I honestly took it hole by hole because it was difficult out there, and even the most simplest of holes, when you've got 35-mile-an-hour gusts, it becomes a lot tougher.
Nelly Korda was 1 over for the day, but still held a share of the lead until she stepped onto the 16th tee box.
Well, I hope that comes back. I hope that comes back. I don't believe it.
That's out of bounds, yes, isn't it, Jamie? There are white stakes, there's a fence before the path. And that just seems an unnecessary risk. But there you go. She's been driving it so beautifully all week, taking on the lines.
Hopefully take 2 goes better than take 1.
Do you know, it normally does. It's a really strange thing. You hit a horrible tee shot, miles out of bounds.
Troubles for our co-leader caught up down 16.
That's a nice shot, and that's for bogey.
This for the bogey down the green, pretty quick down the hill. Oh.
And fallen out the lead.
Tumbled, really. Jia Shin leads by 2.
Just moments later, Vu for birdie on the same hole.
She's had half the shots of her playing partner on the same hole. They're on the same score now, Lydia Ko.
Amazing how quickly things can change. 3 shots there just in 1 hole, just from 1 swing from Nelly.
Korda had 2 holes to bounce back. Unfortunately, she had the treacherous road hole up next.
It's down past the 18th tee.
It's the putt that Charlie missed. Keep the pace up. Nope, she's done exactly the same thing. So she drops 3 back.
She looked like she was in cruise control after the birdie at the 9th, has dropped 5 shots since then.
Ko on 18 to join a tie for second at 5 under.
Yeah, it was a beautiful effort. It's going to be a round of 71 for Lydia Ko.
Yep, nicely done. She'll have her chance to get 1 back, to get 1 closer to who's going to be the overnight leader, Jia Shin.
She'd birdied 18 2 days in a row for a hat-trick and to finish just 2 behind.
Nelly caught up, digging deep at the last.
Just shows the class of the world #1. Never out of it.
To get within 1. Going into the final round.
2 great final birdies there from the closing pairing.
There's the world #1. Yes, she's still smiling. That was a rocky little section of 6 holes. She dropped 5 shots in that run.
It is amazing though, Christina, 4 of the 5 of the top 5 have tasted the top spot in the game. Lydia Ko got there after her victory 12 months ago at Walton Heath.
Yeah, just remarkable. And if she were to pull it off tomorrow and clinch that defense title, she'll be the first player to do so since Yani Tseng in 2011.
Hello and welcome to the final round at St Andrews for the AIG Women's Open. Later today we'll find out who the champion of 2024 will be after a mouth-watering Saturday at the Old Course.
Saturday was stunning, Sunday promises to be simply sensational.
With 18 holes separating the leading pack from the most famous walk in golf, the St Andrews crowds would have to wait. The Scottish weather blew in hard, squally showers and a strong wind once again rolling in. But there were still birdies to be had, even eagles, as Hoo-Joo Kim showed on the first. The race for the Smith Salver was also well underway.
Oh, to be young and fearless again.
And 2016 champion Ariya Jutanugarn eyed up a strong finish.
Jie Shin is somebody that these younger players, they don't know a whole lot about, but she is experienced. She's won all over the world. Her nickname, Final Round Queen. We will see how accurate that is today. I think there's a lot of respect, and I think Lydia Vu mentioned it. She is so excited to play alongside Jie Shin because she hasn't done it. I don't think Jie Shin's going to be going away. I think she has too much experience. She's been in this situation before, and the moment won't be too big for her. Now, having said that, I think world number 1 Nelly Korda, world number 2 Lydia Vu, these are women that have also been battle tested. I don't expect them to shoot themselves out of this tournament. So I say all of that. I think we're heading to an unbelievable finish at St Andrews, the home of golf. I think this is about as perfect of a leaderboard as anybody could ask for. It's really shaping up to be a magical, magical championship.
The penultimate pairing of Nelly Korda and Jenny Shin were underway, and it was Shin who struck first with an opening birdie. And then it was time for the leading group to get going.
Can she get it done today?
Yeah, sure.
A chance on the first for the leader to further extend her advantage. But the first crack appeared on the third, an uncharacteristic three-putt.
You really saw the wind catch that one. That wasn't quite her normal aggressiveness, and that just as they slow down, the wind can just get them.
And Jenny Shin also found trouble. A wayward tee shot on the fourth, and it would be a costly double bogey.
Well, never got that started online at all.
Last year's champion now shared top spot, but despite being rock solid with her irons, she couldn't quite find a birdie to take the lead on her own.
Fabulous from Lydia Vu.
And she had the world number 1 chasing her down. A long-range eagle putt and a chance to join the lead.
Spectacular two-putt.
But she would give it straight back at the next.
That's an absolute unforced error there.
Jenny Shin bounced back from her double bogey with back-to-back birdies to keep herself in the chase as the championship really started to heat up.
This to get her 2 back. Been a pretty quiet day by all accounts. Walks that one in. Firm, aggressive stroke. Things are starting to brew, people.
Lovely shot there from Nelly. Controlled it beautifully, setting up a nice birdie chance. Get back that shot she dropped at the last.
Down the hill, just off the left.
Fantastic. That's what champions do.
You always seem to get a backspin when you don't want it.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
Taken 7 holes, but we have our first birdie in this final pair, and it's gone the way of the overnight leader, Jie Shin.
Come on, wind. It's probably staying out to the right, but it's coming back enough. Yeah, it's a superb shot. Another superb shot. This would be number 5.
Finishes right behind the hole.
Yeah, high stakes now. Just on the edge of the hole here for Korda.
She's got another. Ends the front 9 with 2 birdies in the last 3 holes and is back alongside Jie Shin at 7 under.
9 holes in, it was anyone's game, with the defending AIG Women's Open champion, Olympic champion and world number 1 amongst a host of big-name contenders. But before the leaders took on the closing 9, Lexi Thompson crossed the Swilcan Bridge for potentially the last time.
Whether we see her in an AIG Women's Open again, we're not sure at this stage.
Well, I think that might be her way of saying she's never likely to play at St Andrews again, that's for sure.
Lottie Woad also looked to seal the Smith salver.
It might not have gone in, but that was pure class. Fantastic shot. And there's your silver medalist.
Safe to say there's going to be a sparkling career ahead for Lottie Woad. She joins the likes of Michelle Wee, Lydia Ko, Georgia Hall.
I was watching the scores a little bit this morning, so I knew what I had to do, and those last few holes definitely played quite tough, so it was a little bit of a grind, but, you know, got it done in the end. I was really excited, like, you know, being from England, the Open's the best one to play in, and getting more practice on links, because when you're over in America for the whole of the year, you don't play links, so you kind of got to get back into it.
Aria Jatanagarn finished with a closing birdie to round out a great week. Playing with Ko, it wasn't the final round Alexa Pano wanted, but at the age of just 20, there will definitely be plenty more opportunities.
Oh, fantastic. Come on. Get them both back. Oh.
With the stage cleared, it was time for the back 9 shootout. The leading 6 players had all stood atop the world rankings, as well as sharing 9 major championships between them.
On to the 10th hole. Kind of dug it out there. Oh, what a result. Sensational shot there.
Yeah, well done. Good birdie. Throws her hat right in amongst them again. 4 within 1 shot now.
She's playing well within herself, Korda. It's beautiful to watch.
Lovely shot there from Nelly. I'm loving her tempo.
Korda to get back out in front on her own. She's got another.
Gotta go. Gotta go. In Strath.
What a 3 that is.
After a great stretch of holes for the world number 1, things looked to be falling into place. First, Vu missed for par. And then Shin also dropped a shot from close range. But a leaderboard as stacked with quality as this one was not just going to fold.
It's going to die left on her if she doesn't give it enough. Oh, it's a beauty. Absolute beauty.
And then Vu's putter returned.
Oh, she's unbelievable. She is unbelievable.
Rolling in down the hill. Not much in it. Keep it inside the hole, and she does. So all of a sudden, no one could make birdies early on. There's a few birdies on this back 9 with these leading groups.
Korda's 1-shot advantage still remained, and Ko found trouble on 15.
Yeah, it's a long bunker shot there. That's not where you want to be. That's a mistake.
But this would be a really good up and down from that bunker. No, slides by. Still only 2 back now, but
it is her first drop shot of the day.
But Korda too came undone.
And she's done. Oh, it's just gone. That's gone.
That has motored through.
Maybe that clump just affected her. It was a strange way, I thought, to try and hit a chip and run. She looked like she had the club just nearly open, I thought.
Yeah, still chipping it. That is a surprise. Steady. Oh. And now we're tied. Three-way tie at the top again.
I actually had a 58 degree and it kind of just shot on me. And the wedge shot that I had over the green was kind of sitting a little bit in a hole with some of the, whatever you call it, the hay or whatever you call it, behind it. And I just didn't catch it cleanly, and then obviously, you know, didn't make the putt for bogey.
And all of a sudden, Ronan Yin and Lydia Vu are just one back.
Good chance we can just get the right distance, get a good birdie putt here. Should kick down. Oh, beautifully played. Vu here for birdie to join the leaders. Oh, good putt.
You couldn't ride it, could you, Katrina?
You could not. This is quite the finish we've got.
All of a sudden, Vu was in a share of the lead, and Ko was scrambling on 16 with the clubhouse in sight.
Wonderfully played.
Can she find a birdie finish?
Ronnie Yin was also back in contention with her late charge.
To join the lead.
I think if she stands a moment, the wind might blow it in.
And had another chance on the last.
A putt to join the lead and post the number for Ronan Yin.
Oh, just needed a little bit more on that one.
Oh, how she's going to rue those two putts on 17 and 18.
The weather too sensed its moment and the heavens opened.
And the winds picked up, I think, as well.
Crucial. The second at 17.
Oh, just needs a look. Oh, what a shot. What a golf shot.
That was so gutsy. Oh my goodness.
It's a career that's had many defining moments in it. Will she get another here at St Andrews?
That one just stayed off to the right.
A hole behind, Korda, still fighting.
Cometh the hour.
Classy shot there from Korda.
Will it be a birdie make from Korda?
As she hit it.
The door was ajar for the final pair.
Chance to get to 7. Wow. They all want it.
And shin for par. I think the first putt she just couldn't get far enough left because of that bunker.
It's the narrowest 100-yard fairway, that is for sure. Even though I think sometimes when it's so wide, it's hard to gauge exactly where. I wanted to hit a lower one so it would chase a little bit further down the fairway. And I just wanted to birdie the 18th hole. I played it really poorly on the first day, and I think no better feeling than birdieing the 72nd hole, and especially here at St Andrews.
She has hit the shot in the moment, like she's done many times before, Lydia Ko.
That's why she's a Hall of Famer and an Olympic gold medalist.
Could all rest on this.
Coming left, Ali. Oh no, stop.
Just trickled into the bunker. I don't know if that'll be enough to get a backswing.
Not a great lie. Backswing impeded a little bit. That's all she could do.
I had a hit right of it. I was a little too close to the back edge. I've had one of those where you think you can get it, but you actually swing and miss and you hit the top of the bunker. So instead of doing that, I just took my medicine and went a little right.
Moments before Nelly putted for par, Ko had the chance to lead for the first time in the championship.
What a putt. Could expect nothing else from a champion like Lydia. She set the mark for the rest to try and catch.
Even when I finished with the birdie on 18, I was like, well, best case I'll probably get into a playoff, and then hopefully, I'll be able to make a few birdies in the playoff and give myself a good run at it.
This a must make now.
She'll have heard that cheer from the 18th green.
It's gotta go. Oh, that's never the way you want it to be done. Well, an eagle would force a playoff in so far.
And I listen to that putt of Lydia Ko's, and the head dropped.
She's birdied this hole every day, but birdie will not be enough.
Yeah, Lydia just trying to stay loose, have a little snack, maybe have a few putts. Just flew that too far, didn't get the spin. I think the fight's just gone out of her really after 14 and then the bogey there on 17.
Listen, I mean, it's golf. Yeah, I'm gonna mess up, and unfortunately I messed up over the weekend twice in two penalizing ways coming down the stretch, and theoretically that's what kind of cost me the tournament, but I played well, I played solid, I even fought after that, and I'm gonna take that into the next coming events.
Back to 17 with Lydia Vu.
Vu and Shin parred 16, meaning both needed something to happen down the road hole.
How good is that? Finding the putting surface then.
That was a great shot.
Honestly, I did not even know short was a possibility.
She's left that a wee bit short, I think. Oh yeah, oh, that's a good 5 feet.
If she misses, she'll miss her chance.
And a must make here for Vu.
Wow. Steely nerves right there from Lydia Vu.
That was a clutch putt, a clutch moment.
The fairway is clear. Ideally keep it down the right side if you can.
Perfect bounce off Granny Clark's wind. That's given her about an extra 20-30 yards. Longest drive I think we've seen. Oh, a little clumsy. She made sure she just gave it that extra little oomph, I think. Maybe just the pressure, the adrenaline.
And it will all come down to this. It's do or die for Lydia Vu. Lydia Ko, it is with a major European summer. She is the first ever winner from New Zealand of the AIG Women's Open. She took the Smith Salver with Georgia Hall here in 2013. She's taken it all in 2024.
What a 3 weeks. Olympics, gold medal, Hall of Fame, and now the AIG Women's Open.
I'm sure a lot of people back in New Zealand will be waking up to see these scenes. It's pretty early there, just tick past 6 a.m. Now maybe a final magic moment at St Andrews for Jie Shin. No one would begrudge her that.
And she gets it, and that gets her at present into a tie for third place, mirroring what she did last year. She fought hard.
The emotions finally hit her, the reality, she's won.
It's been a whirlwind, these past 3 weeks. Winning the gold medal and I guess finishing the set at the Olympics, and then 2 weeks later now being a 2024 AIG Women's Open champion. Crazy. I still can't believe it. My whole family were saying we didn't really expect it, even coming down this stretch, and I just wanted to finish the week off strong, and I had set a couple goals for the day, and I was just pleased that I was able to accomplish them. And Now to say that I've won the Women's Open, it's amazing, and I don't know if it will ever really sink in.
With a score of 287, the leading amateur winner of the Smith Salver is Lydia Ko. With a score of 281, the winner of the gold medal and the 2024 AIG Women's Open champion is Lydia Ko.
It's been crazy, and of all the majors, I think this one was probably the one that I would have really wanted to win, but felt like I had the least amount of chance because I hadn't really played well on links before. But to have it here and to cap off this 3-week stretch, I should get like a new nickname as Cinderella or something, yeah. Even when I won in Paris, so many people said, oh, it's because you work hard, but I don't know a single player in the field that doesn't work hard. Every single one of us want to win, we all work hard. And I've just been so fortunate about the things that have happened in my career, and especially these past few weeks. To say that I've won at probably one of the most iconic places in golf, and to be in the history books here at St. Andrews, all I can say is just, wow.